Welcome back to another module. In this module, I'm going to show you guys how to use Poloniex. Poloniex is a very reputable exchange, also founded here in the United States back in 2014. And they are one of the most popular essentially in the world. They have a lot of liquidity. They are very reputable, definitely something I could recommend to use. It is over on Poloniex.com, and they have 98 trading pairs. And they seem to be adding a lot recently. Back when I first started out using Poloniex, I think they had only single-digit cryptocurrencies. And their fees vary depending upon how much you buy and sell. So if you are a taker, meaning you purchase directly and a purchase is instantaneously filled, you take basically someone else's position, you are the opposite position. In a buy and sell, there's always two parties. So if you are willing to take someone's opposite position, you are considered a taker, and there's a little bit more of a fee for that. If you are a maker, basically meaning you place an order that gets listed in the order books and it is filled at a later date in time, whether that be several minutes or several weeks, you have a lower fee. The reason for that is basically there are a lot of things known as bots and day traders, and when they instantaneously fill lots and lots and lots of these orders, there is a slightly larger fee, the taker fee. So the taker fee is a little bit higher than the maker fee, and the fees basically go down the more you trade in volume. So let's head over to the Poloniex website and get an account created. So you'll go to Poloniex.com and you will be taken to this page here, and we'll create an account. So select my country. They support all these countries here. United States. Email. We will create, I always forget the name of that email. I think it's demo15951@gmail.com. We'll create a password and then say you're not a robot, I agree, and register. I'm assuming that they'll send me a confirmation email. So we'll go over to the email and let's hit refresh. And confirm the email. So now we'll log in. They will have this little Cloudflare, basically protection, where they make sure that you are not an attacker. Looks like that did not work. So welcome to Poloniex. To begin trading, you'll first need to submit your profile for verification. Verification status is unverified. So your withdrawal limit is $0 until you verify your profile, which will increase your limit. So I will probably use another account unless I can see the rest of what's in here. You'll need to enter your name and account. I have a personal account that I actually use. Let's try and see how much I can show you guys without logging into that one. But I'm not going to create a second account with my social security attached to it since I already have one. But you can, you know, use your own information and fill this out, and you will be verified. So that will be your first step. Let's see if I can actually go onto the exchange page and show you how this looks. So it does look like I can access pretty much everything that I need to look at. Let's go out to the front page, and you will be taken to this. This is the chart here. What you'll see is 4 markets from which you can trade from. So they have a 4th market, whereas Bittrex only had 3. They have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Monero, and USD Tether. So you'll need to send, this is another exchange actually that you can only transfer between cryptos. You cannot buy crypto here with fiat money, meaning the euro or the dollar or the yen. You have to send Bitcoin, Ethereum, Monero, or USD Tether here to then trade into some of these other coins. So you'll see each pairing here on the side. As I mentioned, there are currently 98 total, and they're always adding more. You can see the chart here. The charting here looks a little bit nicer than some of the other ones. You can pull these onto 15-minute windows. You can zoom in on the 2-week or the 1 month, or look at all in the entire history. You can look at the last price, the 24-hour change in percentage, 24-hour high, 24-hour low. Down here, you'll see some basic news. Gas and BTC has been added. Gas and Ethereum market has been added, etc. And down here is where you have all the good stuff. So let's take a look. So you have buy and sell order books here on the limit, and then you have stop limit in the middle. So buy and sell are pretty intuitive. You will type in the price of Bitcoin. So right now I'm in the Ethereum market. So let's go to Bitcoin and let's go to Neo again as an example. So let's go to the Bitcoin Neo market if there is one. Let's filter it by Neo. Looks like they don't have Neo, but they do have Neos. So let's just click Neos, whatever that is. And we'll pull that chart up. So down here, you could type in the price of Neos that you want to purchase this at. The lowest ask price, it auto-populates right here for you. So you could also click that and it will put that in for you if you want. Or you could put in your own price. You could say 0.00008 or whatever. And the amount of Neos you want to buy. So 10 Neos. And it'll show you the total. The fee it will show you is right here, 0.15, 0.25%. Again, this is the chart here if you want to take a greater look at it, a more detailed look. But once you have that information typed out, 10 and we'll go back to 0.00008, you can then hit buy. The total looks like it must be at least 0.001, so we have to purchase a little bit more and then hit buy. But we don't have enough funds. So that's kind of what the buy would look like. You can set a price for it. You can do the same thing on the sell side. You can purchase directly out of the order book if you want to, populate that price up here. So the highest or the lowest going sell price rather for Neos is listed right here at the top. And it is, you can read it. So here's the price, here's the amount, here's the equivalent in Bitcoin and the sum in Bitcoin. And you could click that and it'll automatically populate that order here for you if you wanted to buy directly out of the order book. You can do the same thing on this side if you want to sell directly to someone in the buy order book. So in the middle, you have the stop limit order, which is where you actually go to place orders that are, like I said, conditional based upon some trigger. So the trigger is what is here on the stop. So we can use this, say, for example, in the sell direction. So say you want to sell some Neos if it gets above a certain price. So right now it's going for around 0.0004. So let's say you want to set a trigger at 0.001 and you want to set a limit. So the limit, this is where it gets triggered at 0.001, and this is the amount that you will actually sell it for. So you want it to trigger there and you want to sell it for just a little bit less so that it actually gets fulfilled. So we'll sell it at 0.000999. And then you'll type in the amount of Neos. So let's just say 500. And it'll put the equivalent amount here in Bitcoin, and then you could hit sell. It says if the highest bid drops to or below 0.001 Bitcoin, in order to sell 500 Neos at a price of 0.000999 Bitcoin will be placed, and you could hit submit. Now, I don't have enough Neos, but that would be how you would set a conditional order. And you could also do the very same thing for buy. So you could set the trigger right here at stop. So say you wanted to buy it if it fell below a certain price, you would set a trigger right here with the point, with the stop. The limit would be what price you want to actually buy it for. The amount is the amount that you want to buy, and then the total. And let's just show you guys a little bit of the rest of the page. So this is the order book, left and right, sell orders here, buy orders there. This is a graphical representation of the order book with a bunch of sell and buy walls. You have the trade history of the market. You can also sort it, your trades right here. You have your open trades, which are ones that, have not been fulfilled yet. You have your completed trades right here. And that pretty much covers the home page. It's really most of what you need to know is done right here. I will show you where your wallets go. So if you go to balances and go to deposits and withdrawals, this is actually where your wallet is, and you can see your 98 some coins, whatever they have here, and see your balances of all of them. And this is where you'll go to get deposit and withdrawals addresses. So unfortunately, before I can deposit or withdraw, it says I need to be verified, but all you would do is hit deposit or withdrawal and you'll find the address to that associated account that you want to pool to. Now, withdrawals, you'll just come to here and you'll type in the address from wherever you want to look at. You would paste it in, type in the amount, whatever that might be, and then hit withdrawal and it'll go there. The orders is a tab where you can look for any of your open orders that you have. You can go to My Trade History and Analysis, where it'll show you a historical breakdown of the trades that you've completed prior. And over here is a lot of your settings, so you can change your password, take a look at your login history, your trading tier status. You could take a look at API keys, which we'll tell you a little bit about in a future video. It is disabled until you verify your account, I believe. And then two-factor authentication is listed here if you want to set up 2FA, which I highly, highly recommend. Your profile, again, is here, so if you need to get verified or complete your account, that's where you'll go to. There's also this little night mode here where it changes everything to black. Might be a little bit easier on the eyes. Switch it back to day mode. There's a little bell. There are no new alerts. I think that's where you get alerts for exchanges. Some of your trades. And they also have margin trading and lending. If you want to lend BTC, you can actually lend Bitcoin on Poloniex for an interest rate, which they cover here. There is a loan rate here for lending out your Bitcoin. Lending is not something that I would recommend at this moment in time. There is no insurance for them actually protecting your money. I'd rather have my money safe than lend it out at this moment, but you do have the option to do it. It's not something that I would recommend. And there is margin trading, which is something that I'm also not a big fan of. You can lose a lot of money if you're not experienced with how to do all of this. It is not something that I would recommend for someone new to cryptocurrency. It's something that I would actually recommend you stay away from. It's not even something that I do. But that pretty much covers it. Again, here is the front page. This is all you pretty much need to know. All of the information here is listed on the front page. And that pretty much covers it for Poloniex. Again, Poloniex is a very good exchange. They have a lot of the popular cryptocurrencies out there. It is got a lot of volume and liquidity, so there's always usually a supply and demand for some of these popular cryptocurrencies. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and join me in the next module.